Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another video for today. So in today's video, as you will see on the thumbnail or the title, I'm going to focus on Amazon Bedrock. You've probably seen the announcement already, and no, this is not another Bard or ChatGPT. No, this will let you build and scale generative AI application with the help of foundation models or FMs. Now, since of course Amazon has AWS, this will make it much easier. Of course, they've partnered up, or they will let you use tools that other companies have built as well. See, there is also Amazon Titan, there is Stable Diffusion as well. And then we've talked about this before, a company where Google has invested over $300 million, Cloud, the chatbot there. So that's also an option here. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. Now, a couple of extra things here. So first up, it will accelerate development of generative AI application using foundation models through an API without managing infrastructure. Then you can choose foundation models from AI21 Labs, Anthropic, which is the company where Google has invested $300 million in it. If you want to check that video, it's going to be in the top right corner. Stability AI, which is Stable Diffusion, and Amazon Titan to find the right FM for your use case. Then you can privately customize FNs using your organization's data, use AWS tools and capabilities that you are familiar with to deploy scalable, reliable, and secure generative AI applications. So how does this work? Now, first of all, we've talked about this step in the video where we went over the letter for shareholders. This was one of the, let's say, growth pillars for the company. Not surprised they're going this way either. So how does this work? Amazon Bedrock provides you the flexibility to choose from a wide range of FM built by leading AI startups and Amazon, so you can find the best model that is best suited for you, what you're trying to get done. With Bedrock's serverless experience, you can get started quickly, privately customize FMs with your own data, and easily integrate and deploy them into your applications using the AWS tools and capabilities you're familiar with, including integration with Amazon SageMaker ML, so machine learning features like experiments to test different models and pipelines to manage your foundation models at scale without having to manage any infrastructure. So get started with key use cases quickly: text generation, chatbot, search, text summarization, image generation, personalization, and probably many other things as well. Now, I'm not just done yet with showing you what has been announced here. What are the companies? Because there is a lot to talk about. There's also something with regards to coding that I want to show you. It's truly remarkable that each and every week I can make a video about something that I have not seen a couple of days before. I mean, the pace of innovation here is going to be very remarkable. Sometimes scary, but if you're a tech nerd and you like innovation, you like technology, well, there's no better time to be alive than today. Hopefully that will last for a while. Anyways, if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, would really appreciate that. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. So the choice of foundation models from leading AI startups and Amazon. So Amazon Titan here, what can you do? Basically text summarization, generation, classification, open-ended Q&A, information extraction, embeddings, and search. Stable Diffusion, if you're not familiar with that, it's generation of unique, realistic, high-quality images, art, logos, and designs. So yes, you can compare it, let's say, with Midjourney, for example, or DALL-E. Then Claude Anthropic, we've talked about that. Again, if you want to check that out, it's going to be in the top right corner. So LLM for conversations, question and answering, and workflow automation based on research into training honest and responsible AI systems. And then Jurassic 2, AI21 Labs, multilingual LLMs for text generation in Spanish, French, German, Portuguese, Italian, and Dutch, because this is something we haven't talked about before, right? And I barely see anyone talking about this. Right now, LLMs are built on the English language. Of course, yes, it can understand other languages as well. But if you want this to be a worldwide thing, of course, it needs to be available in multiple languages. So again, a key part here to a successful, let's say, growth in a business, or just a successful future for a specific company. Now, with regards to Anthropic, so it's getting pretty, let's say, aggressive here. So Lior tweeted out, Anthropic has a $5 billion 4-year plan to take on OpenAI. It plans to build a frontier model called Claude Next. it already has Claude right now, we've tried it out, 10 times more capable than GPT, but will require billions in spending over the next 18 months. And yes, Google owns a 10% stake in the startup, so don't sleep on this company. Now, of course, that being said, 4-year plan, as we've seen in the last couple of months, a lot of things have changed in the last couple of months. So 4 years. 4 years is a very, very, very long time if you think about it. Because right now we went from just basic stuff to really next level auto GPT type of things, which also I've showed you on this channel. So 4 years, it better be very, very revolutionary, because otherwise, well, nobody will remember this company in 4 years' time. Then another thing that you can add to the list of what makes AWS here very, very special is Amazon CodeWhisperer. So build application faster and more securely with your AI coding companion. Basically, CodeWhisperer is trained on billions of lines of code and can generate code suggestions ranging from snippets to full function in real time based on your comments and existing code, bypass time-consuming coding tasks, and accelerate building with unfamiliar APIs. So you can see here, parse a CSV string of song and return the list, position, original chart date, artist, title, ignore lines starting with hashtag here, and then book the whole code. Now, of course, you can already code a little bit, or actually a lot, with ChatGPT. I've tried it out myself. I don't know how to code at all, but it did help me code something that I really liked, which is basically creating a file that gives me the top 10 trending articles on Yahoo Finance and motleyfool.com. I just click on it and it generates me that thing each and every day. Again, you can do a lot of things. I tried to build the Tetris game, the whole Tetris game. Unfortunately, we went after mistake after mistake after mistake, because it gives you the code. Since I don't know what's written there, I'm fully trusting this system. So I put it in Python. Python comes back with an error. I take that error, I put it back in ChatGPT. Obviously, it explains me the error, so I understand it better. But then again, how many times are you going to make the same mistake here? So having something like this, Amazon CodeWhisperer, probably will make professional coders much more comfortable, let's say, building stuff or maybe exploring new ways of coding with something like this, rather than playing around for hours and hours with ChatGPT, which still makes a lot of mistakes. And it says this right here, code with confidence. CodeWhisperer can flag or filter code suggestions that resemble open source training data, get the associated open source project's repository URL and license so that you can more easily review them and add attribution. And then, of course, very, very important is something everybody's talking about is security, right? If you're running things through ChatGPT or other things, maybe it's not always checking for security flaws. So here, obviously, it does, since again, this is built thanks to AWS. They aren't noobs in this field. So enhance code security, scan your code to detect hard-to-find vulnerabilities and get code suggestions to remediate them immediately. Align to best practices for tackling security vulnerabilities, such as those outlined by open worldwide application security projects or those that don't meet crypto library best practices and other similar security best practices. And of course, they give us the stats here. So a giant leap forward in developer productivity, 57% faster and 27% more likely to succeed. So during the preview, Amazon ran a productivity challenge and participants who used Amazon CodeWhisperers were 27% more likely to complete tasks successfully and did so on average of 57% faster than those who did not use CodeWhisperer. So again, this is not AI is going to basically replace everyone. No, right now this is AI making developers more productive, because if you can code much faster, you can create things faster as well, which means you can test things better and put things out at a rapid pace. Of course, doing so very, very responsibly if you're using, let's say, something like CodeWhisperer, for example. But in the future, yes, maybe it will replace developers, most likely as well. But right now, that's not the case. Anyways, that's Amazon Bedrock and all of its offering and what it can actually achieve, and not just, let's say, disrupt industries, put people out of jobs. No, it's actually increasing productivity, helping people do more with less. Again, the subject, the team here for the last couple of months is doing more with less. So that will be it for this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.